President Trump today appeared to give his Treasury Secretary his starting point in trade talks with Beijing set for this weekend. Weeks after imposing a 145% tariff on China, the president posted this: 80% tariff on China seems right. Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins me now. Kelly, 80% would still be pretty significant, wouldn't it? Would that be really any change?
Well, I mean, when you anchor on 145% in a negotiation, I guess anything is a concession, right? I mean, but look, we've heard the administration. They have said 145% isn't sustainable, that it's basically an embargo on trade with China. But 80%, I mean, that is still very high. And let's just sort of put this into practical terms. You and I were talking just yesterday. You've been talking to small businesses, and one woman sent you a screenshot of a bill, and I think the original total was about $2,100. The tariff import charge was $3,100 on top of that. Right. That's mind-blowing. But let's do the math. If it's 80%, that still means she's paying over $1,700. You tell me, is that going to work for her?
No, not at all. I mean, because as you know, small businesses, they have no margin.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just making a little bit. So yeah, $1,700 on one order. No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
So Bessent goes in. The president said, it's up to, what did he call him, Scott B, to do what do you think he's looking for? What are the Chinese looking for? How might it start?
I think for the U.S., it's for China to buy more goods from the U.S., lessen that trade deficit. Under Trump 1.0, the trade war ended with China agreeing to buy $200 billion more in goods, which they didn't necessarily come through on. I think another thing would be pushing China to stop undermining and copying American tech companies, and then stopping the flow of fentanyl. Hard to say what the U.S. would be willing to offer, but we do know China wants to lessen those export restrictions on AI chips from the U.S.
Yes, right. Yeah. That's another conversation for another day. Let me ask you though. Okay, say we get to 80 or 70 or 60. Like, what would that mean for us in the larger economy?
I mean, still higher prices, maybe slower growth. I was looking at this one study from the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, and they said a 60% charge tariff on China and a 10% on the rest of the world would still mean a 0.5 to 2 percentage point increase in inflation. That's getting further away from the Federal Reserve's 2% target. So not only would that mean higher prices, John, you know what that would also mean? No interest rate cuts.
Right, and slower growth.
Mm-hmm.